Good morning, students. Dear students, I would like to discuss about the geography part of 10th standard. The topic is Indian climate or India climate. Dear students, in this lesson we will understand climatic types of India and the factors affecting on our India. The second one is climatic seasons and their features or characteristics. The last one is distribution of rainfall in India. We will understand in this lesson. Dear students, India is located in Asian continent. India is situated in northern hemisphere. So hence the greater part of India is lies in tropical zone. So hence we can understand the climate of India. India has experienced a tropical monsoon type of climate. Dear students, India has experienced which type of climate? Yes, India has experienced a tropical monsoon type of climate because the greater part of India lies in tropical zone and the monsoon winds affected our climate of India. So hence India has experienced a tropical monsoon type of climate. So many factors influence climate of India. They are, number one is location. So in location we can understand latitudes and longitudes. Then water bodies like oceans. There are four major oceans: the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean and the Arctic Ocean. So water bodies also influence on our climate of India. Then varied relief features. So varied relief features are also influence on climatic conditions of India. The last one is monsoon winds. So monsoon winds are also influence on our climate of India. Once again, the factors that influence the climate of India are location, water bodies, relief features and monsoon winds. Apart from, so we can understand in this influential factors like latitude and longitudes, then habitat from sea level, then distance from the sea, as the direction of winds and mountain ranges and ocean currents. So these are come under these points. So these are the factors which influence on climate of India. So according to meteorology, the climate of India can be divided into four seasons. Which are they? Number one is the winter season from December to February. Then second one, the summer season from March to May. The third one, the rainy season from June to mid-September. Then the fourth one, the retreating monsoon season from middle September to November. So these are the four types of seasons in India. Examination point of view, this will be asked for 2 marks question. Which are the important types of seasons in India? Number one, according to meteorology, the climate of India can be divided into 4 types. Number one, the winter season, the summer season, the rainy season, the retreating monsoon season. So now let us understand the first season of India is the winter season. Winter season. So what are the features? What are the important features of winter season? The winter season. Number one, the winter season. So winter season starts from December. It begins December to February. So during this season, the rays of the sun fall vertically over the southern hemisphere. India gets oblique rays of the sun. Hence the temperature is very low, humidity is also low, and sky is very clear and cool climate in the north and warm in the south. Then January is the coldest month of India. So which is the coldest month of India? January. So January is called or considered as the coldest month. Coldest month. So which is the coldest month of India? January is the coldest month of India because during winter season the rays of the sun fall vertically over the southern hemisphere. India gets oblique rays of the sun. Hence the temperature and humidity are low. The sky is very clear. It is cool in North India and warm in South. So January is the coldest month of India. So the hilly areas like Kashmir, then Himachal Pradesh recorded the lowest temperature. Then Dras near Kargil. The Dras. So Dras near Kargil has recorded the lowest temperature about minus 60 degree Celsius or centigrade. So this is called the lowest temperature. Lowest temperature. So lowest temperature has recorded Dras near Kargil about minus 60 degree centigrade. So this is called coldest place of India. Which is the coldest place of India? Dras. Yes, the Dras near the Kargil has recorded the lowest temperature about minus 60 degree Celsius. Then dew and fog are common. There is a heavy snowfall on the hilly areas like the Himalayan mountain ranges like Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. So during the winter season, India gets only 2% of its annual rainfall. So these are the features, important features of winter season. Once again, winter season begins from December to February. During this season, the sun rays fall vertically on southern hemisphere. Then the rays of sun on India gets oblique rays. The temperature is very low, the humidity is very low, then sky is very clear, then the North India is very cold, but South India is warm. So the hilly areas like Kashmir, then Himachal Pradesh recorded the lowest temperature. The lowest temperature recorded in Dras near Kargil about minus 60 degree Celsius. So this is the coolest place of India or the lowest temperature recorded in Dras. So dew and fog are common in mountain ranges. Then India gets only 2% of annual rainfall. Yes, the second season of India is summer season. Summer season. Which is the second season of India? Yes, summer season. The summer season. So summer season begins from March to May. So during this season, sun rays fall vertically over the northern hemisphere. Hence the temperature is very high. So the day it is very hot and dry and sultry. The second climatic season of India is summer season. Summer season begins from March to May. During this season, the sun's rays fall vertically over the northern hemisphere. Hence, the temperature is very high in India. It is hot and dry and sultry. The conventional rain occurs locally in some parts of the country because of the local temperature and the conventional currents. Because of local currents and local temperature and conventional currents occurs, rainfall in some states or some parts of India. So they are known as different names. Number one is Andes. Number one is Andes. So this rainfall is called Andes in Uttar Pradesh. Andes in Uttar Pradesh. Then second one is Kala Baisakhi. Kala Baisakhi in West Bengal. Then third one is Coffee Blossoms. So coffee blossoms in Karnataka. And the fourth one is Mango Showers. Mango showers in Kerala. So the rainfall, conventional rainfall occurs because of high local temperature and local currents in some parts of India. So these rainfall called by different names. Number one is Andes in Uttar Pradesh, Kala Baisakhi in West Bengal, Coffee Blossoms in Karnataka, and Mango Showers in Kerala. So these are the different names occurs the conventional rainfall. So the highest temperature recorded is 49. The highest temperature has recorded is 49.4 degrees Celsius at Ganganagar. So Ganganagar has the highest temperature recorded place, which is in Rajasthan, which is the hottest place of India, Ganganagar. So Ganganagar has recorded the highest temperature about 49.4 degrees Celsius in Rajasthan. So India receives only 10% of its annual rainfall during the summer season. So these are the important features of summer season. So dear students, once again you listen according to the examination point of view, will be asked 2 marks question. Explain the important features of summer season. Summer season is the second climatic season of India. Summer season begins from March to May. In summer season, the sun's rays fall vertically over the northern hemisphere. Hence, India has the highest temperature. It is very hot and dry and sultry. Then the conventional rainfall occurs in some parts of India because of conventional current and high temperature in local levels. Then conventional rainfall can be called by different names in different parts of India. They are Andes in Uttar Pradesh, then Kala Baisakhi in West Bengal, Coffee Blossoms in Karnataka, and Mango Showers in Kerala. So these are the conventional rainfall occurs in some states, so which are called by different names. Then the highest temperature recorded in at Ganganagar in Rajasthan about 49.4 degrees Celsius. In Rajasthan, then India receives only 10% of annual rainfall during this summer season. Yes, the second is over. The second season of India is over. The third one. The third climatic season of India is rainy season. Yes, which is the third season of India. Yes, rainy season. Third one, the rainy season. The rainy season. Yes, the rainy season begins from June to mid-September. The rainy season starts from June to mid-September or middle September. So this is also known as southwest monsoon season. The southwest monsoon season. Yes, which is the other name of the rainy season. So the rainy season is also known as the southwest monsoon season because so the rainy season depends upon southwest monsoon season. What is the meaning of monsoon? The word monsoon is derived from the word mausim. In Arabic word mausim, it means season. So our country India depends upon agriculture. Our Indian agriculture depends upon southwest monsoon season. Yes, since the temperature rises by the end of the summer season, a low pressure area is developed over the Central Asia. On the other hand, there is high pressure over Indian Ocean. Hence, the moisture-laden winds blow from the southwest towards India. So this is the region. This is the region for southwest monsoon season. So southwest monsoon season, our country India gets more than 75% of annual rainfall because since the temperature rises by the end of the summer season, a low pressure is developed over Central Asia. On the other hand, there is a high pressure over the Indian Ocean. Hence, the moisture-laden winds blow from southwest towards India. Hence, India get heavy rainfall. So, there are two branches of southwest monsoon seasons. So, southwest monsoon season has two branches. Number one is the Arabian Sea branch. Arabian Sea branch. The Arabian Sea branch, and the second one is Arabian Sea branch. Arabian Sea branch, and number two is Bay of Bengal. The Bay of Bengal branch. Yes, which are the two branches of southwest monsoons. Number one is the Arabian Sea branch and the Bay of Bengal branch. So the Arabian Sea branch strikes the western Ghats and causes heavy rainfall to the western side of Western Ghats, and the Bay of Bengal branch causes heavy rainfall when it strikes against the hills of Meghalaya and Assam. So, the southwest monsoon seasons have two branches. Number one is the Arabian Sea branch. Number two is the Bay of Bengal branch. The Arabian Sea branch strikes the Western Ghats and causes heavy rainfall to the western part of or western side of Western Ghats. The Bay of Bengal branch causes heavy rainfall when it is strikes against the hills of Meghalaya and Assam. About 75% of rainfall causes during this rainy season. So these are the important features of rainy season. According to the examination point of view, this will be asked 2 marks question in public examination. Explain the important features of rainy season, or what are the characteristics of the southwest monsoon seasons. Once again, the third climatic season of India is rainy season. Rainy season is also known as the southwest monsoon season. Monsoon, the word monsoon is derived from the Arabic word mausim, it means season. Our Indian agriculture depends upon southwest monsoon season. So because of the high temperature in Central Asia and the Indian Ocean, because low pressure area, so the rain laden clouds on the Indian Ocean causes heavy rainfall. Southwest monsoon season have 2 branches, the Arabian Sea branch and the Bay of Bengal branch. So the Arabian Sea branch strikes Western Ghats and causes heavy rainfall in the western side of Western Ghats. And the Bay of Bengal branch strikes the hills of Meghalaya and Assam. It also causes heavy rainfall in India. Then the third season is over. The fourth season of India, the fourth climatic season of India is the retreating monsoon season. Last one, the retreating monsoon. The retreating monsoon season. So the retreating monsoon season starts from middle of the September and ends till the November. So these are called the retreating monsoon season. What are the characteristics of the retreating monsoon season? So there is an increase in pressure and decrease in the temperature in the main region for the retreating monsoon winds by the end of the October. There is increase in pressure and decrease in the temperature in the main region for the retreating monsoon winds by the end of the October. Then tropical cyclones frequently occurs the Bay of Bengal during this season, so they cause some damage along the east coast. So it is very important. Cyclones. So cyclones, the tropical cyclones, which type of cyclones? The tropical cyclones frequently occur in the Bay of Bengal during this retreating monsoon season. They cause very damages along the east coast of India. Then the retreating monsoon season occurs very damages to the east coast of India. So these are the climatic seasons of India. Now let us understand distribution of rainfall. Distribution of rainfall. Distribution of rainfall. Distribution of rainfall. So on the basis of the amount of rainfall in India can be divided into 3 broad zones. Number 1, area with low rainfall, the areas with medium rainfall and areas with heavy rainfall. Number 1 is areas with low rainfall. Low rainfall. Then second one is areas with medium or moderate rainfall. And the third one is areas with high rainfall. So, dear students, now let us understand the distribution of rainfall in India. On the basis of amount of rainfall in India can be divided into three zones. Number one is areas with low rainfall, areas with medium rainfall, then areas with high rainfall. So these are the three broad zones on the basis of amount of rainfall in India. Yes, the areas, what are called areas with low rainfall? The areas which receives or which the areas gets or receives less than 50%, 50 centimeter of annual rainfall is called areas with low rainfall. Once again, areas with low rainfall. The areas which receives less than 50 centimeters of annual rainfall is called areas with less or low rainfall. So it includes western Kutch in Gujarat, the Thar desert of Rajasthan, and the adjoining areas like western Punjab, then Haryana, Gujarat, north Jaskar range, and the rain shadow areas of western Ghats are considered as the areas with rainfall. So remember the number one, the important is Thar desert. Thar desert is very least rainfall in India. Once again, the areas with low rainfall regions are it includes the western Kutch of Gujarat, the Thar desert in Rajasthan, and its adjoining areas like Punjab, western Punjab, Haryana, Gujarat, north of Jaskar ranges, and the rain shadow areas of the western Ghats are considered as the low areas with low rainfall. Then Rohili, very important. Yes, the Rohili in Rajasthan, Rohili in the Jaisalmer district of Rajasthan, which receives least amount or less amount of rainfall, about 8.3 centimeters of annual rainfall. It is the driest place of India, driest place. Which is the driest place of India? Yes, the driest place of India is Rohili of Jaisalmer district in Rajasthan, receives the least amount of rainfall, about 8.3 centimeter. Hence, Rohili is called driest place of India. So, according to the examination point of view, it will be asked a multiple choice question for 1 mark. Which is the driest place of India? Yes, Rohili of Jaisalmer district in Rajasthan is called the driest place of India. Then the second type of rainfall in India is areas with medium rainfall. So it's along a belt extending from northern Punjab, Cape of Kanyakumari, and it is broader. It is broader in the north and narrower peninsular India between the western Ghats and the eastern Ghats. So the second, areas with medium rainfall. The second type of rainfall is areas with medium rainfall. It means 50 to 100 centimeter. 50 to 100 centimeters. The areas which receives 50 to 100 centimeters of annual rainfall are called areas with medium rainfall. So it is the long belt extending from northern Punjab to the Cape of Kanyakumari. Then it is broader in the north and narrower in the peninsular India between Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Then the areas with heavy rainfall. The third type of distribution of rainfall is the areas with high rainfall. The areas which receives 100 to 250 centimeters of annual rainfall. The areas which receives 100 to 250 centimeters of annual rainfall are called areas with heavy rainfall. So it is found in 4 separate belts. The number 1, a narrow belt in Western Ghats. In Karnataka, we found the Western Ghats. So Western Ghats are the highest rainfall in India, in Karnataka and also India. A belt from Jammu hills through the Himachal Pradesh, northern Uttar Pradesh, then Bihar, West Bengal also. Then northeastern India are come under the areas with heavy rainfall. Then west coast and western side of Western Ghats. North eastern India and west coast and the western side of Western Ghats are called the areas with high rainfall. The Masinram. So Masinram of Meghalaya is the highest rainfall in India. So the highest rainfall in India. Which is the highest rainfall in India? Yes, Masinram of Meghalaya is the highest rainfall in India. So these are the important points of distribution of rainfall in India. So it is also in the examination it will be asked one multiple choice question which is the highest rainfall place in India. The answer is Masinram. So these are the important points we can understood in this lesson. So I am going to conclude my today's class. I hope that all of you understood very well. Thank you.